Hello, welcome back to another software developer profile review. My name's David. I'm a software developer with over 20 years of experience. I've also managed international recruitment teams. I want to show you what recruiters see, why you might be being overlooked, being rejected, not getting the offers that you want, just what people see when they view your profile. Because this is the interesting thing for me as a developer. When I turned to the recruitment side, the dark side if you will, then you suddenly see how this game is really playing out, and you realise all the mistakes you made as a developer, and I want to show you that so you can kind of learn from all the mistakes that I've seen over time. So today we're looking at Samid, who described himself as it was full stack development. It was Node and React, and then there was a .NET element to it with AWS skills. There was more on the form. It was like React and Svelte and a few other bits. So we'll get into that. But okay, I'm looking, and I don't know what job we're gonna go with because there's so many technologies that have been suggested. So I'll give you my general response, and then we'll move into the employment side of it. So firstly, my pet peeve is banner image. Why waste such a large portion of screen real estate when you could be using that to confirm what you do? So the profile picture is great. The headline, open to connect. I don't think we need to say that. Full stack developer, React, React Native, Node, .NET and AWS. So .NET's at the end. Is that a reason? Is that on purpose? I don't know why I just refreshed the screen. Anyway, let's connect, you and I, so I can send this review to you. So AWS, I'd like you to unpack that. Which tools have you been using? But I'm intrigued by the AWS stuff. But the first thing is Node and .NET. As a recruiter, if I'm looking for Node, and I call this a gap now, I'm thinking, well, does he want Node or does he want does he want .NET? I don't know. And if I jump into an interview and you'd say you want the other one, that's painful to me as a developer, as a recruiter who needs to move really quickly. So being clearer is often preferred. So hopefully you clear that up elsewhere. So get down to the about section. Hello and welcome. It's nice, but why waste the screen real estate? You can see we've only got 3 or 4 lines here. I'm a highly passionate full stack developer with 5 years of experience. I don't believe you on the highly passionate. I'm not saying I don't believe you personally, but that's how recruiters think. It's that I'm going to judge for myself about the passion. Full stack developer, doing what? My journey includes 3 years at leading companies, mid to late stage startups, and 2 years of freelancing. Okay, cool. Web technologies fuel my true passion. My expertise lies in utilizing a wide range of tools and frameworks. So I'm guessing if I click see more down here, you're going to tell me what those things are, which you do. Wouldn't it be nice if they were above the fold? Hit me with the value first. Now you're making me work. We all know I don't like to work. Recruiters are too busy. So, such as React, Svelte, Next, Gatsby, to Node, Express, Fastify. So, and then when .NET comes in at the end there, I'm like, it keeps coming in as an add-on. Have you got .NET in your past? I don't know. Leveraging AWS, I design and deploy scalable, secure and reliable cloud solutions. Okay, great. Which services? Feel free to reach out, blah, blah, blah. It's good. I just feel like we could be more targeted on the tech. We could be putting the value first, all those sorts of things. So if you get down to the activity, are there any of the activities that we see in this first 3? And this is where people who are going around commenting saying, thanks for posting everywhere. This is what happens, right? So the first one, sadly, it's not in production. It's not production ready for now. Great. The person enforcing this clearly lacks the demeanour of the gods. Wonder if they'll make it on the receipt. Great. What is your take on graphics? Do you see where I'm going? What's presented to me isn't great. You're asking me to dig further into your activity. In which case, why don't you feature some of the posts that you're making? Hopefully there is some. This is just comments for now, but let's go on to posts and see what you've got. No posts. So I've only got comments. And comments are good, but think about what the what the customer of yours is seeing at this point. So then we get down to the experience. So the last year and 3 months at Outgive Inc. Skills: REST, Git, Zoho, Postgres, CSS, Redux, AWS. I hope you see where I'm going. Like, where's the value here? So there's no .NET here, so I'm guessing it's all Node and React, but no more information. That's 1 year and 3 months of I don't know what. What did you build? What did you learn? What was the business benefit? What were the challenges? How did you overcome them? Before that, senior full stack engineer. Again, a big long list of skills. Let's look where .NET is in here. It doesn't appear to be here either. So at this point, I'm thinking the .NET's it's either somewhere buried deep in your past, or it's just wishful thinking. I don't know, but I certainly wouldn't be interviewing you for .NET. So in which case, this is a waste of real estate up here and down here, because I can't see any evidence of it. If you haven't got any evidence, it's emptiness. But most importantly, you're doing the classic thing that developers do when they've got some experience. They hope that the years will just add up and that makes everyone happy. It doesn't. You're competing with other people with the same amount of experience, and this is where the phrase "the best developers rarely get the job, it's the ones that sell themselves that do" comes from, because at this point, if somebody else has got the same amount of experience and they did tell me what they did tell me what they built and learned and all that sort of stuff, I'm going to go with them. So if I liked what I see, and at the minute I can see there's good experience, but I certainly wouldn't be inviting you to a .NET interview. In fact, is there any .NET here? No. So it'd have to be Node and React. I'd like certainly need the AWS stuff unpacking. After that, I'm thinking, okay, let's show me what's next. So where's the evidence? And you gave me nothing else. So at the minute, you're putting all of your eggs into the years of experience basket. And you will get some attention because you've got years of experience, and people are, as much as juniors are upset at the minute because the market seems to be, not in the position they want it to be, people are still hiring. They're desperate for people with experience. But at the minute, I would say you're probably scraping the barrel in terms of who's interested. And this is where senior developers say to me, I don't need to do all these things. I get contacted by recruiters all the time. I should hope you do. If not, you're probably dead or something's wrong. In which case, it's probably something like this, where there's not enough for me as a recruiter to jump into an interview with you because it doesn't look like there's a lot of value there. In which case, certainly like on the .NET side of it, no way, because you'll say, I did do some .NET years ago, but I've moved on. Great, get off the call. I'm not interested. But at the minute, if I jump into the interview with you and this doesn't work out, my boss or my client or someone's going to say, what happened? Why didn't you progress? Who did you speak to? And I say, I spoke to this person. They go, look at the profile. I don't see the value. Why did you spend time with this person when there were other people that applied who did have value? This is where I get fired. So unless you show me a good enough amount of evidence of your experience and your proactivity, I'm not going to jump into that interview. And this is where I think a lot of developers, regardless of the years of their experience, this is where they fall down. As always, I apologise for the harsh review. I hope you start to get a feel for what I see when I look at these profiles. There's good skills here, it's clear, but you certainly didn't unpack them well enough. And I hope you'll come back and show me when they're unpacked. This is the sort of profile I'd like to work with you to evolve this. If you were interested in the services, obviously everything I teach is either in this full course or the self-study courses, depending on your financial budget for this sort of thing. If anyone else wants a free profile review, just click this button. Failing that, come and have a look at the lessons I teach on TikTok and on LinkedIn, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Look after yourselves.